So, what is up, YouTube? I hope you can hear me over my washing machine. So, I'm 16 weeks out on Sunday, finally getting into the routine of doing these videos. Obviously, once the gym's opened up, things got a bit crazy for myself. So I've not been able to do one up till now, just purely busyness. So like a week and 5 days into prep. It's going swimmingly well. My weight is yet to change. Though Andy's just sent over my food. And I'm now got like a high training day, a low training day, then a rest day, which I quite like. I like how I do that with my guys, so it makes sense. So I actually don't know the calories and stuff for each meal and for the day. So what I will be doing on my Instagram, most likely if you're watching this, you follow me on Instagram, is at the end of every week when I post like 16 weeks out post, I'll do the days as a slide for people to see. But yeah, so the biggest change was for meal one, we go from 150 grams to 100 grams of cereal. Meal two, fish and rice, and 110 grams of rice is 90. And then meal three, 450 grams of potatoes to 400. And then pre-workout meal, it's 100 grams of rice to 80. So quite a big chunk has been taken off. But I've said to Andy, as long as I don't end up on like 3 hours of cardio a day and like 20 grams of carbs a day, I'm happy. But yeah, no changes in cardio, thank fuck. Like I'd rather go little bits off, but I'm happy. Obviously I did just make my potatoes, which is 450, so I'm just going to leave some out. It's just a bit nippy because the weight does change before you, obviously when they're raw, versus putting boiling water in them and then cooking them in the air fryer. So the weight won't be exactly the same. So I'm just going to leave what I can assume would be about 50 grams of weight. There we go. That should be about how much I should be doing. It's less. That's the important thing. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm going through to Future to do quads, to see the man with the plan, Andy, and you lucky fuckers will get to see it because my videographer man, Gaz, is coming with to film it all for the YouTube because I don't know, content in that. So that'll be good. I'll move in a week, so that's fucking stressful. But no, yeah, life's moving fast, but I'm enjoying it. But in terms of prep, because that's what people follow me for, it's going swimmingly well. Also, for any of you guys following me that like love some steak, and if you don't love steak, there's something wrong with you. Go to your butcher, go to a good butcher, and ask for beef skirt. Loads of different names, but it's probably one of the best cuts of steak you can get for your money. Obviously, if you're making the moolah, personally I would choose round fillet. Just such a nice cut steak. But if you're not making the moolah, plank or beef skirt, that's where it's at. Oh, pardon me. Like I just chuck in the pan as you can hear. But it's such a nice cut of meat. It's one of the very few cuts of meat, like steak, I would eat cold if I needed to. Like obviously when I was doing a lot more PT, I was on the go more. I would cook this in the morning and then have it at work. Then obviously it wouldn't just be straight out of the pan. So just be just as good. So I'm excited to see how my body changes with these subtle drops in food. I can't see food changing a lot until we get to like the 12-week out mark. So that'll be interesting. Gears up, which is not good, but I'm glad. Because originally I think the plan was to increase gear to 60. Oops. Yeah, so gears up. So I was just doing 250 milligrams a week test. Now I'm doing that 3 times a week, so 750, and then 200 milligrams EQ twice a week, 400 milligrams. Got a disclaimer here, because I'm not a doctor. I'm doing these drugs and I'm saying this because I want to be as open and honest and as transparent as I possibly can be, because I don't like people that aren't. Yeah. Which is interesting because can I remember what I did last time in terms of gear? Look, last time I competed. I know once we got into like the nitty and gritty of it, that we cut test out. Like I remember what we did once we got to like the 8 week out, 6 week out mark. But up till then, I can't really remember much. Probably not a great thing. I can't wait to get some good steak knives. It will be nice. But that's a lovely bit of steak. Nice and pink. Lovely. Lovely. Yes, I'm gonna cut all this up, put in the bowl potatoes that's behind me. Let it sit, and then I'll get this down made. Have my fish in a bit, and then go train shoulders tonight, which I'm planning to film. Shoulders and arms. Purely so there's some evidence that I do actually train my arms on the internet. I don't think I post much about training arms. I enjoy it more now, but I think it's more because I've recognised it's such a major weakness in my physique. And just looking over the past 5 years of training, I really have not prioritised my arms at all. But the just effort just isn't there. So I've got no one to blame but myself. So next off season, I don't know if I plan to do like 2 arm days a week, but I'm definitely going to have like just an arm day, not tacking on arms and other stuff, to really make them grow, because it's just getting to the point now. They need it. They need that extra growth. They need that oomph to get them growing. But yeah, so that's how everything's been going. Strength isn't actually a good place considering how banged up I am. It's probably the most injured I've ever been. Shoulders getting better. Bang on. If you're in Edinburgh or the attachment areas, go see Rachel. She's who I go to see for any physio and deep tissue work done. Before you ask me if she's good, she works with the Scottish international rugby team. Obviously, she's good. I like my phone just like Went out of focus there. That was funny. Yeah, so she worked on my shoulder last night, and it feels lovely this morning. Like so much better. Like yesterday, I couldn't go into a like double bicep, and now I can. I can just feel a bit of the tightness. It just feels like I'm able to move it without any pain. Hopefully she helps with my back and my hips and whatever the fuck's going on with that. Like I know what's going on with it. So hopefully that progresses slightly. Because not deadlifting is genuinely bothering me. Which is stupid. Because I shouldn't let something like so menial of not being able to do like an exercise bother me. But it does. I fucking like deadlifting. Or not even deadlifting. I struggled to do a stiff leg deadlift properly the other day. To like a weight that I would feel is respectable. So yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazzy stuff.